Hey everyone, what's up? Today, let's talk about one of the best cars in town, and this is nothing else but the 2023 C8 Corvette. This bad boy is the 70th anniversary edition hardtop convertible, loaded with the 3LT and Z51 packages, competition sport bucket seats, Z51 magnetic selective ride control, front lift system, and those sleek black exhaust tips. Basically, it's a decked-out C8 Corvette that you can customize in countless ways to make it uniquely yours. Before we dive in, a quick heads up about this review. First off, this car is one of my dream rides and has been for ages. I'm sure you've been dreaming about this car too. Anyway, I've been eagerly waiting for this moment since the spy shots came out, so my expectations are sky high. Now, let's see if it lives up to the hype. Now, let's talk about the exterior because, honestly, that's what initially stole my heart. Even before taking it for a spin, the C8's looks had me hooked. It's like love at first sight for most folks, since not everyone gets the chance to drive it, but almost everyone can admire it. The C8 Corvette is a head-turner, standing out in a crowd like a pro basketball player in a room full of average Joes. The mid-engine design gives it that Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren vibe, visually putting it in a league of its own. The shorter front axle-to-dash length, the wide stance, and the absence of a front engine give it a unique appearance. The big intakes, quad exhausts, and extra venting add to the cool factor, making it look like the supercar it is. And here's the cherry on top, the 70th anniversary edition. For an extra $6,000, you get red painted calipers, 20-spoke forged aluminum wheels with a red lip accent, carbon flash mirrors, and exclusive badging. This one even rocks the gray satin matrix dual stripes, blending in smoothly with the white pearl metallic paint. It's a visual feast, and trust me, it stops people dead in their tracks. Maybe it's because the C8 Corvette is still a bit of a rare sight, but it's got that wow factor that turns heads wherever it goes. Car enthusiasts, both guys and gals, are pretty easy to spot. The moment they lay eyes on this beauty, they transform into their 6-year-old selves, pointing and going, "Oh, look at that." And honestly, they're onto something because this car isn't just a looker. It's downright thrilling. It still gives me those goosebumps every time I check it out. But what's even more impressive than its appearance is how it handles on the road. The Corvette is a bit of an anomaly because it's way better than its price tag suggests. Forget about the crazy markups. If you just look at the suggested retail price, you'll find cars that are true gems. Take the Toyota GR86, for example. It might not be the fastest, but it handles and drives like a way more expensive sports car. Then, there's the Nissan GT-R, which, back in 2008, was a serious rival to 911s with its $80,000 price tag. Now, this Corvette, even with its $100,000 MSRP, shares a lot of its mechanics with the $74,000 version, the LT1 with the Z51 package and magnetic selective ride control. And when you combine all that, this car can outshine exotic cars that cost 2 to 3 times more. Let's start with the engine, a 6.2-liter pushrod V8, cranking out 495 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. Translation, it accelerates like a beast, thanks to the quick-shifting 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. And oh boy, the sound. Cold starts are neighbor-scaring dragon roars, and every acceleration feels like you're in the middle of a bombing raid. The V8 in this thing sounds like a monster, and it's a treat, especially with the top down. Now let's talk handling. It's downright incredible. The Corvette makes regular sports cars seem like sluggish SUVs. The steering is spot on, especially in track mode where the heaviness is just right. Sure, I'd like the steering ratio to be a bit quicker for that exotic car vibe, but Chevy knows what they're doing. You can practically sneeze in this car, and you won't end up hugging the guardrails. Taking those back road curves feels like a breeze, making you feel almost superhuman. The car stays so level that attacking corners doesn't make you nervous, it makes you confident. Plus, this Corvette has magnetic selective ride control, so each corner can tweak its settings based on the road. Talk about a smooth ride. If you're a fan of zipping through corners at high speeds, or have plans to take the C8 Corvette for autocross or track days, the magnetic ride upgrade is a game changer. I've driven quite a few sports cars on those twisty back roads, and none of them had magnetic rides until now. Let me tell you, this Corvette with its trick suspension is mind-blowingly awesome. Overall, After experiencing this car, you start to see why Chevy opted for this mid-engine, rear-wheel drive layout. The very layout used in Formula One cars, the pinnacle of motorsport. The balance and neutrality you feel behind the wheel are top-notch, all thanks to being smack in the middle of it. Plus, it opens up the potential for electrifying the front axle, envisioning a beast with a powerful V8 in the rear and a high-tech hybrid system up front, granting all-wheel drive capability. Now, let's chat about the interior. This Corvette is decked out with the 3LT package, so it's loaded with all the goodies. You can easily spot the 3LT because the upper interior trim is swathed in this classy, suited microfiber material. The upgraded competition seats in this one, part of the 70th anniversary package, boast white leather with red contrast stitching, a special plaque, torch red seat belts, and a sweated microfiber covered steering wheel. It's a driver-focused interior, and the seating position is fantastic. The square steering wheel, though a bit unconventional, is actually pretty smart. The square design gives you a clear sense of your steering angle. My only gripe is that holding it at the 9 and 3 positions with the 2 spokes can be a tad uncomfortable for those with smaller hands, but it's something you get used to. The paddle shifters are a delight. They feel great to toggle. And here's a cool touch. Press both left and right paddles simultaneously, and the car goes into neutral. Perfect for revving up and giving someone, perhaps a time-traveling friend, a good show. Now, about the infotainment system. Zero complaints. Love how it's angled towards the driver, making menu navigation a breeze. Switching between radio stations and controls is quick and easy, letting you focus on the road. Those climate control buttons along the center console. Use them once. They take up space, but don't add much. The 2023 C8 Corvette, particularly in its 70th anniversary edition with the 3LT and Z51 packages, is a captivating and exhilarating ride. Its mid-engine layout, wide stance, and distinctive features like quad exhausts give it a supercar allure, turning heads on the road. The 70th anniversary edition adds visual elements, making it a feast for the eyes. Beyond its striking appearance, the Corvette excels in handling, surpassing cars with higher price tags. The powerful 6.2-liter V8 engine, quick-shifting transmission, and magnetic selective ride control deliver a thrilling driving experience. The potential for future innovations, such as hybrid systems, reflects thoughtful design. Despite minor concerns about the steering wheel design, the overall layout, including the smartly angled infotainment system and convenient paddle shifters, is well received. The C8 Corvette lives up to high expectations, seamlessly blending stunning aesthetics with exceptional road performance. Wrapping it up, others agree. This car's a masterpiece, better than its predecessors. Forget the name, it's a true American sports car, excelling in speed and cornering. The rush is real with this car, feels like a fighter pilot. This C8 Corvette exceeded my already high expectations. Call it America's supercar? What do you think? Share your thoughts below, and if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is the 2023 C8 Corvette 70th Anniversary Edition. Stay tuned for more videos and see you in the next one.